What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, I love it when this happens, we have an RNG request. Yes, a random number generated request. So, for those of you who are fans of random things, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Supervised Chaos, and this is actually Supervised Chaos's prioritized request for the month of February for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Chaos. Hope you enjoy the show. Supervised Chaos wanted to see me do this. It is a random number generated request. So he does this every like 3 months or so. He asked me to just grab just some random request out of the queue because he likes to help shrink the queue in any way he possibly can. So I appreciate that. So I have no idea what we're reacting to yet. I have no idea. So we're gonna shift. We're going to transfer over to the old random number generator screen and pick a request out of the queue. So let's shift over there, transition over to the random number generated screen, and I'll see you there. All right, here we are at the good old random number generator screen. Yeah, it's just gonna pick a random number for us. Now let me explain the rules for those of you that might be new to this, who have never seen this before. So the total number of requests in the queue right now currently stands at 881 requests. I know that sounds like a lot, folks. There was a time we had over 1,800 requests in the queue. Yeah, 1,800. So we're down to 881. It is working. The queue is shrinking little by little. So that's a good thing. We just gotta be patient. We are gonna eliminate it eventually. And once we do, we are back to free requests. I cannot wait for that to happen. Okay, so we're at the highest we can go is 881. Lowest I'm gonna allow is 300. And the reason for that is if you're at 300 or less, odds are your request is coming up in the next year or so. Your request is coming up pretty soon. So I like to give these opportunities to requests that are be waiting like 2 years, maybe even 3. I like to give the people who are going to be waiting much longer an opportunity to move up to the front. So lowest as possible is 300, maximum 881. We're going to burn a few just to keep things on the up and up so nobody can say, oh, he rigged it. No, can't rig it if we're going to burn a few here. So let me roll the dice here. It's plain old 6-sided dice. Get it from Vegas. So there you go, 6-sided dice. Gonna give it a good shake. And let's see how many burns we're gonna have here. One burn. One burn. That's all. Okay, fine. One burn. All right. Well, that's weird, but one burn it is. Here we go. The one and only burn. 791. Oh, that's high. That's up there. All right, let's hope for the best, guys. Let's get a big number here. Big number. No whammies. No whammies. Big number and stop. 843. My goodness. That's up high. All right. So somebody, I have no idea who, but whoever's at 843 is going to go right to the front of the line. So cool. Let me find number 843. We'll transition back over to the main screen and we'll start the reaction proper. All right, we're back on the main screen and I have request number 843 loaded up here for you, ready to go. So Request number 843 in the queue belongs to a request from Antonio. And Antonio wanted to see me react to this. It is a song by Nirvana entitled The Money Will Roll Right In. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Nirvana, no surprise. And the video has 4.7 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Nirvana, The Money Will Roll Right In, live at Reading, 1992. Cool. What? Ha! Man, that is short. 219. We're getting into Misfits range right there, boy. 219. Don't blink. You might miss it. All right. Let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
This even sounds like a Misfits song. Let her run. Short, sweet, and to the point. Man, I could not get over how much that actually sounds like from a chordal progression standpoint, a notational selection standpoint, the feel, the vibe, the drive, the energy of the song. I couldn't help but say, all I could think to myself was, this sounds like the Misfits would record a song like this. I know they didn't, but and I know this is a Nirvana song, but I kept thinking to myself, how easy would it have been to take this song, you know, give it to, you know, obviously this would be like during the Danzig era. This would be like early Misfits, right? Like TV Casualty, you know, Walk Among Us type, you know, era. God, this would, Oh, not TV Casualty, Static Age era. I mean, I'm sorry. I always confuse those two songs. So Static Age is the album. But how easy would it be to take that song, slap it on one of those albums, and go, that fits. That absolutely fits. You know, can you imagine Glenn Danzig singing that song? Absolutely, I could. It's right in his range. Are you kidding? Guitar playing, bass playing, even the drumming, very simplistic, very early Misfits style. Man, I know people have told me in the past, you know, that, you know, Misfits are actually one of the biggest influences on Nirvana and, you know, punk in general. They've always been considered a punk band. And the more I hear songs like this from Nirvana, the more I see it. The more I see it, the more I believe it, because that's punk. Absolutely. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. This is gonna be a short review, boy. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nirvana with a tune entitled The Money Will Roll Right In. This was a request from Antonio, and in a roundabout way, it was also a request from Supervised Chaos, because this was Supervised Chaos's prioritized request for the month of February for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Chaos. Hope you enjoyed the show, and you as well, Antonio. And Antonio, make sure you thank Supervised Chaos for using his prioritized request to use a random number generated request. And we used the random number generated. It happened to land number 843, which was Antonio's request for Nirvana, The Money Will Roll Right In. So in a roundabout way, it all worked out. So make sure you thank Supervised Chaos for that. Absolutely. Okay. This is going to be a short review. It's a 2-minute long song, so I don't really see a whole lot of reason to blow this up to a 20-minute review. But, I mean, look, it's happened in the past, so I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm going to try my best not to let that happen. So let's get to the score, and we'll try to make this short. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 6.6. Yep. 6.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.6. What does that mean? Well, a 6.6 would translate to a pretty good skill rating, because overall, I think this was a pretty good song. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B as in boy, B letter grade. Yeah, let that one sink in. So there you go, a 6.6, pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B as in boy, B letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. I'm going to start in a weird place. I'm going to start with the live show, and I have a reason for doing it. The live show, honestly, did not have an impact on this. It didn't help the score, but at the same time, it didn't hurt the score either. Out of the 5 main checkboxes, they got 3, okay? They got stage presence, they got stage energy, and they got showmanship. They didn't get stage interaction. Nobody interacted with each other, and there was no crowd interaction, okay? Production, it's bonus points, so it really doesn't matter if you don't get this one or not. Production can only help unless you're a production-based band, which Nirvana are not, so they have nothing to worry about there. Was there production? No, I don't even think the lights were really designed to go with the song. So they got 3 out of the 5 main ones, but unfortunately one of the ones they missed was crowd interaction, which is the most important. So the live show was a wash. It didn't help, it didn't hurt, okay? When it came to the song, I kind of likened it to a sound like a song that the Misfits would write. I'm going to throw 2 songs at you. Tell me if I'm crazy. The song TV Casualty, it kind of reminded me of the verse. The verse definitely had that TV Casualty feel. And the chorus kind of had that London Dungeon kind of feel. I was kind of getting vibes from both of those songs throughout this Nirvana song. People have told me in the past, you know, that Nirvana's a punk band. And I absolutely believe that. I believe they're being honest with me about that. And the more I hear songs like this from Nirvana, the more I actually believe it for my own. You know, the more I actually feel it. And people have told me some of Nirvana's biggest influences were Black Flag and Nirvana, not Nirvana, and Misfits. So the more I hear from Nirvana, I've heard at least one song that really reminds me of Black Flag from them. And now this song clearly sounds like a Misfits style song, a song that would appear on, Walk Among Us or Static Age. Static Age, definitely. This song would totally fit on that album. So it's solid songwriting. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing amazing. It's nothing special. It's nothing mind-blowing. It's nothing impressive. But it's solid. And it flows well and it sounds good. It's definitely got that punk edge to it without question. So, no, it does the job. It does the deed. I dug it. I actually dug this song, believe it or not. I don't know if I'm going to do it for certain, but I might put this on my driving playlist. You know what? I'll just come out and say it. This is going to go on my long drives, for sure. Driving around town, maybe. I don't know if I'll put on that one or not, but long drives, yeah, this is going to go on there for sure. It's a good song. It's a pretty good song, which is why I'm giving it the pretty good score of 6.6. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.6, which is a pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B as in boy, B letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.